So we talked before this start of this event about energy.
Yep.
And how important it is for the data centers. So maybe you can give us a bit of an intro into how Airtrunk is coordinating the energy transition.
Yeah, no, it's a really good point, and I think it sort of, I think also matches with your theme as well, the sustainability. So for us, of course, it's only started in 2015. From day one, it really comes down, you got to design efficiently from day one. So I think that's always been our core to our sort of the business objective. So how we design our facilities, etc., how we can use less energy in first place. I think that's really important. So across our portfolio, and we operate in different environments, like Singapore, pretty humid. Melbourne, we get pretty cold weather as well. So even sort of at a pretty large scale operation of a data center, we are currently hitting at an aggregate level 1.32 PUE, which is the power usage efficiency. And we're committed to bring that down to 1.25 over time as well. So that's the design aspect. The second aspect is, of course, the carbon footprint. So the energy type of the power we're using. So, if you asked me 5 years ago, the data center would be doing renewable deals, I would be saying, no way. Like, we didn't have any single people in our energy team 5 years ago. We have pretty close to, over half a dozen people. So we're doing we're working with our customers. We're doing a lot of renewable deals as well. Like recently, we have done PPA in Malaysia, virtual PPA in Malaysia. We have done big solar, 30 megawatt solar farm in New South Wales and Hong Kong, the biogas project as well. So the design efficiently, then of course the energy we're using, we're working with our customers, how we can use the renewable energy. So those two goes hands to hands, and the third one is one of the things we're very passionate about is it's great, like we're doing all the carbon offset, etc. But I think the key challenge for all of us is how we can do on 24/7 basis. So of course, during the daytime, we can get access to a lot of solar, etc. But what happens at nighttime? Like we don't have access to solar. So again, that's where the battery energy storage system will come into play. I think that's going to be very critical. I know we are looking into a bunch of projects with you, David. How that can be part of the solution. So I reckon over time, the PPA we're going to do, that also will include the base solution as well. So it's very important for us. And I know I'm sort of just going a bit long on that point. Energy is so critical. Like, as a business, we see that there are 4 different stakeholders. So one is your customers. Customers are asking for it, like all our customers, big tech companies, and I'm sure all your organization, very focused on the net zero by 2030. The second thing is we're seeing a lot of pressure from government as well. So Singapore, classic example, a major data center hub, we have 78 megawatt facility in Singapore. About 4 years ago, they put a moratorium on data center. It's not because they don't have enough energy. It's around the carbon footprint. So how this data center can be more efficient. The third stakeholders we see, it's the capital providers. We're investing billions of dollars building this critical digital infrastructure. We're getting a lot of questions from the banks. A lot of investors tell us, what's your sustainability plan? And you got to demonstrate as well. So it can't be any fluffy stuff. And the fourth stakeholders is it's the employees. We're getting people asking us the question as part of the interview process. Yes, they want to get a good job and growth, etc. But they also want to know as an organization what we're doing. So it's very, very important, this topic, and I think there is more needs to be done as well.
Yeah, people want to feel like they're working to help save the planet, right?
Absolutely.
'Cause, yeah, it's good. So beyond energy, what other areas? I know water's an important part of data centers.
It is. Look, I know we talk about energy quite a lot, but water is very important as well. Like if you look at across Asia, there's some of the countries, it's very hard to get water, and if, anyone involved in data center as well. So data center consume a lot of water as well. So that's a big focus for us as a business, how we can use water more efficiently in first place, and how we can use recycle those water as well. So I think we got some of the stats as well, like already within across all our sites, we're recycling 55% of the water. There more needs to be done. So I think, if you look at probably the next 3 to 5 years, water going to be big challenge for a lot of countries. Like you look at Australia, like we're surrounded by a lot of water, but there isn't actually much drinkable water. So, so I think there needs to be a lot of focus. Of course, the technology is evolving, like, we're talking about the liquid cooling technology, et cetera, and that's going to use more water to make the data center more efficient. So yes, we're doing that, we're reducing the energy consumption, but we're using water more. So I think we need to find the right balance, how we can.
Singapore's another location that water is scarce.
Absolutely.
I'm sure that's a big focus from the government with your inroads.
That's right, yeah.
And in terms of AI, you mentioned at the start,
Yeah.
how's the data center industry prepared for the AI wave that is approaching rapidly?
Yeah, look, AI is no longer a buzzword. Like, everyone talk about the AI, ChatGPT and all those different terms. It's real. So I genuinely think AI will have a significant impact on the data center, the design. So the way we currently designing the data center, like, air-cooled data center, et cetera, that's going to change. We already seeing a lot of push from the customer. It comes down to, like, the technology being used within the data center, the GPUs, to run those GPUs, like, very high density environment. So how we can deploy, 80, 90, 100 kilowatt per rack. So, it's very different to deploying like 8, 10 kilowatt rack, which is the current data center design. So there would be significant impact on the design of the data center. The other thing is the scale, like, with the AI, we're looking at data center, we're talking about data centers, the gigawatt capacity, like, which is significant scale. So how we can build this large scale data center and get the power as well. Like, if you look at a lot of the grids, like, across Asia Pacific, like, when you're talking about 1 gigawatt, the context of whole Western Australia, the whole grid capacity is 3 gigawatts. So you're talking about a single data center will consume 1/3 of the overall grid capacity. So that's going to be challenging. So I think the AI going to drive, and the power demand going to drive the location of those data center. Like, historically, the connectivity used to drive the location of the data center. So that's why a lot of the data center, close to the metros, et cetera. So we think with the AI deployment is the availability of power and the green energy that's going to drive the location of those data centers.
Right.